Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I want to touch on a topic, getting ready to get ready. And by that I mean you may know of a coworker or a business owner or somebody that they're always in a spot of preparation. Uh, Great intention. They have a great intention as far as what they're going to do, whether it be a presentation or setting an appointment. Uh, Meaningful content. They do a good job preparing content. They they schedule and then something happens and they reschedule. Uh, they pre-plan, they rehearse, they do it all. And when the day comes when they have to be ready to pull the trigger, whoops, it's time to reschedule because something else popped up. They can never get it over the goal line. And for whatever reason they come up with, to them it makes perfect sense because they're always waiting for it to be just right. And as a lot of us know, waiting for that time to be just perfect and just right, it never gets here. And they're off the hook again. Now, for me, 48 days ago, what I thought was, for me at least, sounded kind of crazy. Stepping off into some dark water that I didn't really know how deep it was when I agreed to sign up for a 90 consecutive day video challenge. And especially for me, because I was not a video guy, believe me. There was always reason for me to put it off or sidestep it. I felt better kind of behind the curtain rather than being here shooting a video. And I don't know, call it maybe a leap of faith or good intention, determination to see it through, or maybe I was just hard-headed enough to finally step up and say I'm going to do it this time. And really it's gotten to the point where today shooting a video is a planned activity for me. So I've built it into my daily schedule, my operation. So after these many days though shooting video, I have to tell you that the toughest part of it is coming up with good content. It really is, to be able to put something together that tells a good story, that provides value to the listener and to the viewer. And maybe even to prompt somebody who's been sitting on the goal line, on the sideline, wanting to take a step into shooting video. Maybe by them watching me, it'll give them enough of a push to jump off the pier, so to speak, kind of like I did. And after they shoot their first video, then they're going to shoot the second video on day number 2, and then day number 3, 4, and 5, and before you know it, you're off to the races. And the same thing goes for writing content for a blog. If you're a blogger, writing good content daily, creating a broadcast, an email to broadcast to your list daily. It could also be, if you're a LinkedIn person, to post on your wall on LinkedIn daily. And then whether it be Facebook, Twitter, or whatever platform that you might use, doing that activity daily. So, but there's also a secret here, and it's really not going to be a surprise to any of you because you've heard it before. And just because you've started a business, whether it be a retail, services, online, offline, whatever. You could be an attorney, a CPA, own and operate a hair and nail salon, a plumber, any type of retail or online marketing. And just because you decided to launch and start a business, you bought all the systems, you bought all the products, you've done all the study, and you're ready to go, there's no level of success that's guaranteed unless you do the work. Whether you spend $50 to get started or $50,000 to get your business to the point where you're ready to go, there's no guarantee unless you show up every day and do the work that you're ever going to achieve a meaningful level of success. If you don't do that, the probability of you being successful, highly successful, is minuscule. And ouch, that hurts to hear that. But so maybe it's time for you to sit down and finally map out a plan. We're approaching the end of the year. Take a look at what you said you were going to do in January of this year and fast forward to where you are today and take a look at what remains for the rest of the year. Start planning for 2015. And a fault that I think a lot of people do is on the front end when they start a business, there's a lot of enthusiasm and a little bit of knowledge. And over time, you start to gain that knowledge and the enthusiasm level can drop. Don't try to do everything at one time. Small steps. Start small and work your way up. And the other thing is don't give up. And for those of you out there who may have gotten to that point every now and then and you're just getting ready to throw in the towel, before you give up, think about these folks that decided not to fail. And I'm going to look down at some notes here so I don't get this wrong. But Richard Branson, Virgin Galactic, he started 400 companies before he was able to be successful with the startup for Virgin Galactic. Pandora, the founder of Pandora, he went and knocked on 300 doors, so to speak, of investment bankers to get funding before he finally found somebody to be able to provide the equity or the capital in Pandora. And here we are today. It's very successful. Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken, his recipe, over 1,000 tries to get somebody to be able to buy into his recipe and sell his chicken. 1,000 tries. Sylvester Stallone, 1,500 times his script was rejected for Rocky. That's a lot. That's a lot of no's. Dyson vacuum cleaner, that unique little vacuum cleaner we all see on TV, over 5,000 prototypes before they came up with the real deal. And then finally, Thomas Edison. He made over 10,000 imperfect light bulbs until he found the one that worked. So how many times should you try before you stop? Well, apparently the numbers is much higher than you think. So my message is to hang in there and go back and revisit your plan. Think about those people I just went over who had to face failure multiple times before they were able to achieve success, the level of success that they wanted to achieve. And as we know them today. So with that said, have a great rest of the day. I'm going to go work on my throat, drink a little tea here, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Take care.